So this was a huge undertaking for you. Now that it's actually in print and about to go out into the world, how are you feeling about it? 3 extraordinary women. 3 formidable books. All from one book imprint, The Open Field. And all are a part of my award-winning interview series, Life Above the Noise. You said that you felt so desperately alone, and that your hope for this book is that in the future, when someone gets that diagnosis, instead of being handed a pamphlet, they'll be given this book.
Yeah, walking out of that doctor's office with nothing, no roadmap, no nothing, just to check back in a couple of months. And I'm like, we're just gonna walk out like this? This is it?
We talked to Emma Heming Willis about her new book on caregiving, where she talks about the challenges she and her family faced when her husband, Bruce Willis, was diagnosed with dementia.
Once I was able to kind of peel myself up from off the ground and bring in these experts, bring in these specialists to help, I realized I gathered so much valuable information, and that is how the unexpected journey just started to take shape. It has been so purposeful, and by me being silent, then nothing will change. And I would love to see a shift in this narrative around dementia and the stigma around that.
The public asks you how Bruce is
doing.
And that's really hard for you to answer.
It's hard because I don't know how to answer. Like, what do you say? Everyone just wants to hear that he's good. Oh, he's good. Or some people will say, is he getting better? No, he's not getting better. This is a progressive disease. Dementia is a progressive disease. People are asking because they care and they love, and they want to know, and they want to know that he's doing okay. And he is, he really is. But it is hard for me to answer that question without thinking really about what is, and not feel emotional and even triggered by it.
So what is the best way for people to deal with you or others like you? What should people say? What should they ask? How should they approach?
I would prefer that people ask than not, because Bruce is here. And he is very much alive, and he is very much, here. And I don't want people to ever just dismiss that he's not.
I am a different person. I look at almost every aspect of my life completely differently than I did before.
We sit down with home edit star Clea Shearer on her breast cancer journey.
I view so many things, instead of them being obstacles, as opportunities, and how lucky I am. This is a disease that is often involves a lot of people. It is not just about your personal experience. That's another reason why I wanted to write this book. I wanted people who had their best friend going through it, or their daughter, or their mother, or I want everyone to kind of feel seen in their own way, because I think that is really important. Everyone does have their own journey.
You've referred to the title of the book, Cancer is Complicated, but the subtitle is And Other Unexpected Lessons That I've Learned. What's the big headline there, the unexpected lesson you've learned?
I mean, I'll tell you, one of the biggest for me is that I did not know that I would have more good days than bad days. I just never would have thought that in a million years. I did not know I would have the ability to enjoy things. I didn't know that I could still go out to dinner, that I wasn't going to be locked in my house, that I wasn't bedridden. I discovered that I had more fun with my mom at this point in my life than I've ever had before, and it was while I was having a life-debilitating disease. There's a lot of joy that can be experienced even in the darkest times of your life.
One of the things that surprised me the most about working with people at end of life is how much we laugh. I mean, it just speaks to the fact that we're living every single day until we die.
And we talked to death doula Diane Button on what the dying can teach us about living.
The sad part about this work is that all my clients die. That's the truth. But the beautiful part is they all leave something behind, so much They all leave something profound, something special, something wise, something that we can grow from. I started accumulating these stories and these lessons, and I wrote this book, and now that I've finished it, and I've had maybe 20 or 30 clients since then, I could literally write another book, because every single client teaches me something. Death is just one day. All the other days that lead up to death are an opportunity to love and laugh and share our hearts and be alive. So I think what happens is when we start talking about death and we let it just in and not be afraid of it, we realize that it's all about living.
3 voices rising above the noise and moving humanity forward. Coming this fall to the open field wherever books are sold, and to Life Above the Noise exclusively at Maria Shriver's Sunday paper.